Welcome back. Today on this video I'm going to show you a little bit about this revolver that I really love. It's a Taurus, that's the brand, you can see right here, Taurus, and this is the model 605. So let's take a look. First things first, make sure we're empty. We are completely unloaded. So Taurus model 605. This is their 2-inch snub nose revolver, and it's chambered in 357 magnum. That's the biggest reason I got it. I wanted a 357 because that's a big round, packs a big punch, makes a big boom. And this here I thought was really special because it's so small, it's lightweight, and very affordable, the Taurus 605. Because it's a 357, you can also shoot 38 special out of it and 38 special plus P, no problem. Now, I'll show you a few things that come in the box, and then you're probably wondering what that little thing is right there. I'll show you that in just a moment, too. So here's the box that these come in. They normally have, normally some paperwork. Oh, there you go. Normal gun stuff in this box. These are the original grips. I'll show you these in just a second, but it comes with some little things. There's a pin in here for the grips. These grips go together with a pin right through there, side to side. I'll show you that. And then 2 duplicate keys are the same exact thing. So if you can see, it's in the shape of an Allen wrench, but it's hollow. You can see that there. This gun has a safety feature that locks the hammer from moving, which prevents the gun from shooting at all. You take this key, you put it inside there, you twist it either to the left or the right. I don't know, to be honest with you, I never use it. But like I said, it locks that hammer from coming back, which prevents the gun from firing. It's a safety feature. You know, if you want to store your gun somewhere, you're not going to use it for a while, or it's not your self-defense gun, you know, you don't need to get it in a hurry, or you have kids around and you're worried, whatever. If you want to use it, use it. I just can't tell you a whole lot about it because I've never used it. But that's the functionality of it. It prevents this hammer from going back, stops the gun from firing. So the original black grips are really great. You can see this wooden grip here has this pinky extension down at the bottom, so you get a good little grip down there at the bottom. These here, you get a good grip with the 2 fingers that matter. You don't get anything for the pinky though. It doesn't stop anything, to be honest. For these 2 fingers here, all you really need to get a good shot. You get a good grip with this. Reason I got these was for fun, pretty much. They just happen to work really well. But these are good for shooting. There's black rubber grips, they're the standard. And they're good for concealed carry too. It's really easy to draw. I noticed these wooden grips are easier to draw, but I just want you to know there's nothing wrong with these here. I just got the wooden ones for fun. But let me show you this a little bit. These I got from the Taurus website. Look how pretty they are. Have that wooden look. They go together with that 1 screw right here. But they have that bull on the side and on this side too. They are so pretty. I'll show you this in a holster too. It looks really neat. Anyway, Taurus model 605. These probably cost about 50 bucks off their website. I like having that little extra confidence down there at the bottom. Even in my left hand, look at that. It's just, it makes for a good grip. So I like it. I'll show you the holsters that I use for this too. It's a really great shooter. So I do use this for concealed carry. I carry appendix, so up in the front of me. And this here is the main holster that I use. It's a really cheap holster. Probably only cost me less than $20 out the door. And I got it on eBay. Look at that. This one here, you can see the bulldog pictured there. Let me take this out. You can see that. And that's the name of the brand, Bulldog. Now, this was on eBay. If you do a search, this I carry inside the waistband mostly. So if you look up an inside the waistband holster for a gun, you're most likely going to see a bunch of these from a lot of different brands. It probably doesn't matter which one you get. They're probably all the same. But like I said, less than $20 to my doorstep. And it's actually a universal holster. You can use this for a lot of different guns. I haven't had any gun that doesn't fit in this, to be honest. Minus the ones with accessories, maybe lights, lasers up in the front, you know, optics, things like that. But for a basic gun, this carries a lot. I carried 1911s in this, Smith & Wesson M&Ps, different revolvers, a full-size M&P. There's a lot. Anyway, not advertising for them or anything. Like I said, you can get any brand that you want to, but this works really well. So if you can see, the reason I like concealing this here is there's the top of the buckle. That's where the top of your belt line would be. Look how close it is from here to here. This is your hip area right here. So this is really easy to move around in. You can bend over in this. You can sit down for long periods of time. I drive with this. A lot of times if I'm driving up front, it's just too much work to take out and put, you know, in the car somewhere. I'll drive like this and forget I have it on, to be honest. It's very, very comfortable. If I want to go outside the waistband, which is hardly ever, I use this one here. This is just a real generic black leather holster. Really form-fitting too. You can see how it cuts right there at the edge. There's a trigger and whatnot. There's the top cylinder. So it's really form-fitting. Outside the waistband, you know, goes in there, comes out this side here. And the gun just slides right in. Now it's so form-fitting to this, this holster, this gun. When I wear this with clothing, outside the waistband, I'll normally put this on my right side. Okay, so right about 3 o'clock, I wear it right on my right side, right above, you know, my pocket area. It's so form-fitting and already so close to your waist that when I wear a t-shirt, it pretty much covers the whole gun and holster. That right there is pretty much all you see when I wear just a regular t-shirt. So not going to get into legalities of that, of concealed carry, open carry. I'm not suggesting you do that and walk around like that. I'm just telling you how it looks when I wear certain clothes. And to give you an idea of the dimensions into your waist, it is this is a great holster. It's not just specific for this either. So if you're shopping for something like this type of holster, it's not specific for this Taurus. There's a lot of different, you know, pretty much any snub nose, I guess, would probably fit in here. Anyway, the holsters are really great and they make it fun to carry the gun. So it shoots 357 and also 38 plus P. When I carry concealed, now I'm going to show you the difference between the two if you're not sure. Let me open it first. I like to have it open if I have ammo around. So here's 2 rounds of 38 special on the left, and then the one on the right is 357 magnum. So as you can see, I'll try to get them as close as possible. The 357, there's not a big difference in the height. And that's pretty much the only difference. It's a little bit longer. All right. 38, really easy to control. Really a good, fun round to shoot. 357 is like a bazooka in your hand. Now, it is really great. It's a really strong round. I don't really recommend it for concealed carry or self-defense. I'll tell you why in just a moment. But here's the difference between the two. Not a whole lot size-wise, but when you shoot them, you will definitely know which one you're shooting. So not a whole lot of difference between the two. And it's because that size difference, and it's built for the 357, is that it can shoot this and also these. So I'll show you this in just a moment too. This is the self-defense round that I mainly use. This is a 38 special, and like I said, self-defense, hollow point. Now, the reason I carry 38 with this gun here, not 357, is because a gun expert who really cares about people told me to do this. Because a 357 is already hard to control, even when you're, you know, under no pressure at a shooting range. It's just a big, hefty round. It's not impossible to shoot, but if you're in a self-defense situation, it's very stressful. Your adrenaline's running high. There's a lot that can go wrong. I don't recommend having a 357 Magnum, something that's a big boom and hard to shoot, hard to aim with to begin with, because there's more chance you're going to miss your target or hit something else or cause some other kind of catastrophe that you don't want to cause. So that's why I carry a 38 special when I do this, because they're fairly manageable, easier to manage than 357. It's a big difference. And if you end up getting one of these and go to the range, I encourage you to shoot both. Get a feel for how they are, and you might like 357. I still encourage this, but they're great to shoot at the range. This gun here, because it shoots 38s, makes it very versatile. So it's not just great for self-defense, but like I've been saying, at the range, it's a joy to shoot. If I go somewhere, I'll let other people shoot my guns. I don't ever have a problem with that. I've not had one person, male or female, have a problem controlling this gun here. You know, the shorter a barrel is on a revolver, the more muzzle flip, the harder it is to shoot. There's a bigger bang. The longer the barrel, it makes it easier to shoot, you know, with the power physics, things like that. I've never had anybody have an issue with this gun. Like, oh, it hurts my hand, or it does it. Well, maybe for 357, that's a different story. But with 38s, everybody shoots this gun. Nobody has an issue, at least for me so far. So it's been a joy, and I like that other people can use it. It makes for better time, better fellowship too. anyways, I really recommend this. You can't go wrong with a revolver when it comes to self-defense. They don't jam. You know, semi-auto pistols have their issues. Revolvers are tried and true. They're incredible. And a .38 special revolver is arguably the greatest self-defense gun that you can have in a domestic situation. So that's why I recommend this too. Anyway, these I've noticed are not the easiest gun to find. This specific model here, the Taurus 605. If you have one or you've shot one before, drop a comment. Tell me what your experience has been. If you can compare it to another revolver, I'd love to hear that too. I have one that's actually, hold on, because I had it in the holster. This is my Rossi 38, empty chambers. Now this one's only 38 special, so you can only shoot 38s out of it. Anyway, there's a difference between the two. I've noticed when I shoot them, they feel different. They're pretty much the same exact gun. If you know the history between these two companies, they're pretty much the same thing, but there is a difference in shooting. So I'd like to know how things compare to you. Speaking of branding, things like that, I do know, well, one thing that contributed to me getting this Taurus was the Taurus name, when it comes to revolvers, is a really great name. It's associated with Smith & Wesson, and I don't know their whole history with Smith & Wesson, but in hearing different things, I know like they use the same factory, or Smith & Wesson used to own Taurus at some point, or does own Taurus right now, or part of it, I don't know. But that same gun expert that was telling me about 38 Special said, when you get a Taurus revolver, he said, you're pretty much getting Smith & Wesson quality. And I asked, well, what about the price? How come the price is so different between the two? How come Smith & Wessons are so much more? And he said, well, little factors. You know, the name Taurus is not as popular as Smith & Wesson. But if you look at things like this, hold on, let me get that Rossi again. So here's the Rossi. Now, they're both stainless steel, but look at the difference between the shine on the two. They're both stainless steel. This has the matte finish that it pretty much came with, right? Or whatever process they did to it. This here is stainless steel, but it's a brushed finish. That's another process that costs this company money that you need to pay on the retail price of it. Taurus cuts that out by keeping it the matte finish. So they don't put it through that finishing process of brushing it, and you don't have to pay for it. I've never had anybody or myself complain, oh, it's not shiny enough. This thing does really great. Anyway, if you like them, and I hope you get one if you can legally own a firearm. I hope you enjoy it, and if you do, tell me your experience with it. Tell me how you liked it, or if you didn't like it, tell me what you didn't like it. Not everybody loves this gun. Remember about this holster here, because I think you're really going to enjoy it. And like I said, this works for pretty much anything. I've not had any issues, and they make really good gifts too for people. So have a good time. Anyway, that's the Taurus 605. We'll do another one later. God bless.